name is Cheryl Lynn. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, and I have a collective read. There we go. That's it. We're going to start here. So, in your recent past for the collective, I have the Knight of Wands to the Chariot card to the Hierophant. I believe that in the past, your masculine, or whoever is the masculine energy within your relationship, they came in very fiery. This was a very passionate relationship from the minute you met, really. Very intense. But although it had this much passion, it was very much so steeped in tradition, okay? There was still a traditional set of values, I guess you could say, okay, in place when this began. There we go. That was the recent past. Currently, in the current right now, I have the Empress reversed to the Queen of Cups upright to the Nine of Swords. So I believe that you are the Empress here, okay? You're reversed because as fiery and fabulous as this relationship was when it started, at this point it's very much so hit a rocky point, okay? To see the cards the way they're laid out, which I guess you kind of can but can't, the Knight of Wands is up here and this is the Queen of Cups. I believe that this Queen of Cups is who you were when you met this Knight of Wands, okay? In life, everything has to grow. I mean, that's how things go. And you have grown, and you have excelled, and you have, like, graduated, you could say, or you have managed to become, which is a great thing. You have managed to become the Empress, okay? The problem in this situation is that this Knight of Wands is still a Knight of Wands, okay? They have not managed to grow at the same rate as you. It seems that they're really stagnant. They haven't grown much at all. They're still where they were when you met them, whether that was 6 months ago or 16 years ago. I don't know. Depends on your individual situation, but this person is stuck, okay? So they are staring longingly at you as the Queen of Cups because that's who they connect with, okay? They don't really connect with the Empress, if that makes sense. So it's left you feeling very wounded. You're feeling very insecure, maybe even clingy. You're just feeling very, kind of like the world seems almost against you right now, okay? Because you want your relationship, which, like I said, is steeped in traditional values. So this was your forever thing, okay? This is who you locked all that into, and now you're having all these difficulties. Okay, with the Nine of Swords, you're very much so up in your head about all this. Okay, so you're upset. I get it. Okay, I'm with you on this. Some of you would just as soon give back this whole Empress thing and just go back to being the Queen of Cups. You know, just, this is enough. You know what I'm saying? This is what you signed up for. Why is this happening? But you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You really can't go backwards in life, and you have to grow, honey. That's just, you don't want to be where this person is, this Knight of Wands, unfortunately. They are suffering where they're at. They are not growing. Okay, so let's move on then. Okay, so that's where you're at right now. You're all up in your head about it. It's a very hard situation. If I stop and touch the cards, I can feel you almost. And I get it. I'm in this situation with you in many ways. I understand. You know, but to try to go backwards, what would that be saving? You know, what would that be helping? I'm not sure yet. We'll clarify in a minute what's going on with this Knight of Wands, why he is not trying to grow as well. But let's see what's looking forward. We're going to do this part first, and then we'll clarify. Okay, so next up, we've got the near future, or what's coming towards you right now. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have, I can't even see it, Justice? Good Lord, forget it, we're going to wear glasses. I can't do it. Justice, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, well, I don't know how much you read tarot, or how much you're around tarot, but the Eight of Cups, that's pretty much means walking away. Before you click off, I didn't say walking away forever. I'm not clear on that yet. We haven't gotten that far, but this is all about walking away. The Seven of Wands, that's all about you fighting for what's yours. And the Justice is all about you getting justice in this situation. Fighting for what's yours, and the Justice card makes me wonder if there's a third party. Why are you having to fight for what's yours? Huh? Okay, well, here we go again. Bottom of the deck was actually Three of Swords. Well, that's not helping that argument any, is it? To the Four of Cups. Okay, so there's some form of dissatisfaction here. Somebody is bored. I don't believe it's you, so that means it would be them. To the Moon card. Oh, Lordy be. Okay. The Moon card's all about secrets. Thing done in the dark will come to the light. Okay, so we ended up with the Three of Swords, which is the broken heart, you know. To the Four of Cups, which is all about being dissatisfied, boredom, restless. And then we get the Moon card. The Moon card is, you know, it's about intuition. It is. In this situation with the two cards that preceded, I would say it has to do with something being kept from you, or something that you're not yet aware of, or that you don't know about. So secrets, basically. You know, things done in the dark will come to the light. All right. Let's see. Let me see now. Let's use the same deck. We'll switch decks. Come on, let's get something different. Let's see what we get next. Okay. Come on. Give me this deck. I like this deck. I got lots of decks. Okay. Okay, let's see what do we got here, guys? Okay, I want to find out about this Knight of Wands. So what's wrong with the Knight of Wands? Why is this Knight of Wands not wanting to grow with you? What seems to be the issue here? Okay, what do we got? Okay, I've got the Three of Swords. The Four of Cups, again, wow. The Lovers and the Magician. Okay. Let's trip, huh? Different deck, same. To the Page of Swords, to the Eight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess is the card here. That is the one, she is the keeper of all the secrets, so she knows everything, okay? She knows the stuff that some of it we'll never know, or whatever we need to know, you know, whatever. She's that, and she is definitely also the keeper or the orchestrator of our intuition, you know. The Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Lovers to the Magician. Okay, so I feel like you're masculine. Number one, I feel like they're really quite immature. I don't know how long you've been with this person, but we're not seeing a lot of kings here, okay? All right, so we are dealing with a younger energy. Could be younger than you, doesn't have to be, just younger. I guess you'd say his emotional maturity is younger, for sure, okay? I feel like this is somebody that's very, very concerned with their status or how people around them are viewing them. Okay, so he's worried about his status. And mind you, the genders in this are fluid, okay? I personally am a straight woman, so I think of things as he, she, but it's however it fits for you, okay? Whoever the masculine is in this relationship. Could be the feminine, could be the masculine, and the masculine could be the whatever, it works for you, okay? This is your significant other. They seem very much so immature and reckless, for lack of a better word. Reckless and definitely not running on any shortage of ego. Ego? They're very sure of themselves, it seems like, and their ability to manifest whatever they want, really. Okay, what's going on with this Queen of Cups? Show me what's going on with this Queen of Cups. What's happening with this Queen of Cups? I feel positive this Queen of Cups is you, but where you were when you met him. I got the Eight of Cups. Walking away. Okay, now I got the Queen of Swords reversed. Now I got a King, but it's the King of Wands reversed. And then I got the Devil. Alrighty, folks. What I see in these cards is that whoever your masculine is, not only are they immature, I feel like they're almost immature by choice. I feel like they don't want to be settled down, is what I feel like. I don't know if they did at one point. It would look from the cards like at one point when you met them, they did want this being settled down. Maybe this is some sort of a midlife crisis. I am not sure. The Eight of Cups, again, is all about walking away. The Queen of Swords reversed is a bitch, is what she is. That's somebody you don't want in reverse. Fell out right on top of this Queen of Cups. Then the King of Wands reversed is somebody you don't want at all, to be sure. That is somebody, he's got his wand in hand, will travel. He is not the most faithful sort, to be certain. Very reckless. Very, yeah. Yeah, one of those. Just, okay, like a Chippendales dancer or something, I think. And then the Devil card right here, that's not helping matters any. It looks like there's a lot of secrets that are lurking to be discovered, it would seem. Okay, so we figured that part out, right? Now we've kind of figured out he is, Sorry, when I feel this, it's just, I feel like I need to say this. I don't know that this is going to help ease anybody's turmoil that they're feeling or pain. But when I touch this card, I can tell you, this person never intended to cause you pain. I mean, I can feel it in my soul. It's a trip. They know that they have, and they're fearful because they know that there's more to come. There's things you don't know yet. But they never did any of this with the intention of hurting you. They got caught in this reckless, it's like they got caught up. They got caught up over this worrying about what other people were thinking of them or how they viewed them. Like trying to be cool, like a kid in high school. That's why I mean they're so incredibly immature compared to you. You come across as being so emotionally mature and so grounded that it's crazy. I mean, it almost doesn't make sense that the two of you ever met. Almost. I mean, you know, things happen. People meet at different places. People change. But you seem so grounded and, other than the situation, really so strong and serene. I don't know, that it seems odd. It just seems odd, but I'm telling you for sure, the pain that's been caused was never intentional. If that helps. I don't know if it's going to help or who needed to hear it, but I can tell you that for sure. And they're in pain over the fact that they've done this to you. But they didn't realize it was going to hurt you until later because they didn't think. That's the truth. They just didn't think. They just, I don't know if that's just a running thing with them. They just don't think or what, but that is how that goes. All right, what do we got here? What's going on with justice? Let's see. What do we got for justice? Got anything for justice? Okay, gonna give me something. What do we got? I've got the Page of Cups. The justice is going to be an apology. I think this could be a little past an apology, but okay. It probably can't hurt. Yeah, didn't want to even give me cards. What else we got? Oh, flying. Okay, so the World card is coming out upside down. To me, what that means is that this cycle isn't over, okay? There's still lessons that the two of you came to this earth to learn from each other that have not been learned. So, no matter how much you think you want this played out or you're done, you're never going to talk to him again, trust me, you will, because this isn't done yet. And they do owe you an apology, for sure. Now, take into account we do all have free will, so you don't have to be in a relationship with this person if you don't want to, I guess. However, that's not the feeling I get here either. Okay, what about this Moon card, guys? What about the Moon card? Let's see. What do we got on the Moon? The Moon. You got anything for the Moon? Okay, it doesn't want to talk to me right now. Let's see. Let's go this way. Okay, so I've got the Ten of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands to the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So you absolutely did in the past, and probably somewhere in your subconscious mind, or maybe just right up in the front, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this is still your Ten of Pentacles, okay? This is also your Ten of Cups, I'm sure. This is, like I said in the very beginning, this was something that was based for the two of you in this traditional sort of a, like you get married forever type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Not that you have to be terribly religious, but it's just that was your, that's the way, that's what you felt inside when you got together in this situation. For some of you, this has been a long, long situation too. We're not talking a couple months or even a couple years. For some of you, this has been a long time. But no matter, we've got this Seven of Wands again because you're still, I feel like you're still willing to fight for this. And in their own way, so are they. With the Five of Pentacles, they feel like you've pushed them out in the cold now. And they get why. It's not like they don't, oh, my nose just keeps running. Not like they don't understand why they've been pushed out in the cold, okay? They know what they've done, okay? I think they're having a hard time figuring out how to come back and fight for this. Especially since, like I said, there's still secrets you don't know about. So I don't know if they're trying to wait it out till you got all the information, you know. I mean, if they were a mature person or an emperor, you would think they would just come forward and tell you all the information and go from there. But we're talking about a Knight of Wands over here, so they are not thinking that far ahead, it doesn't seem. They definitely feel out in the cold right now. And they're very, I think where they were once very positive that you would still be there no matter what happened, I think now they're feeling a little shaken. They're not feeling quite as certain that you're going to be standing there waiting for them as they once did. They may not let that show, but that's how I feel with this Five of Pentacles. They're feeling, they're definitely feeling a little shook, okay? Oh, got Momo's tail here. My kitty cat came to visit. Momo, where are you going? Anyways, he's a movie star, really. In his own right, I guess he thinks. All right, so he's feeling, okay, so what's the advice here? Come on now. I wanted to make a longer video. I didn't want it to be hours long. Let's see where we're going. What do we get? What kind of advice you got for me, Spirit? What are you talking about? I told you it was your Ten of Cups, too. Look, the next card out is the Ten of Cups. Go with the Ten of Pentacles. I know. It is. It's your everything. Oh, now I've got my cards all confused. They're both ways now. Okay, better switch decks again. I've done something there. Okay, let's try this one. I love this deck. Sometimes I'm a little trouble reading it, but I love it. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so the first card out in this one is gossip. Okay, and I told you that's what was at the base of this problem over here with them. It was like people talking or what people thought about him or whoever the other is in this. And their inability to be mature enough to know that, you know, what people think is not that important. You know what I'm saying? Strange that card came out. Okay, let's see. What else we got? I need your love. They do need you. You know that. They know that you are their happiness. I've got remove negativity. Genuine love. To me, you are perfect. Then I've got irreconcilable differences, the divine feminine, and anxiety. I got to tell you the truth. I think they're afraid that they might have fucked this up too much to be able to come back. I don't believe that that's true. I believe that they can come back, but they're going to have to grow up a little bit. And pray you don't find somebody else in the meantime. They're saying they're too young, or they were too young when this happened, and they're frustrated. I told you they're immature, but I don't get the feeling they're necessarily young. It's just I think they feel like their life is slipping away, maybe, you know? As much as you don't want to know, I think you know. If you know, you know. I get the feeling that's where this is kind of coming from. What else we got? Nope. Got anything else? They're frustrated. Yeah, I bet they are. So are you. They need to start thinking about that. This one is the souled one. It's all about a physical location change and moving. Ah. What else we got? Awareness. Coming to the light. Finding out. All right, let's see if I can wrap this up now. Okay, so, yeah, the awareness, that's, you know, all these things are going to come to the light. And you know what the kicker is that intuitively you probably really already know it. You know, you don't know maybe the details, the times, or the nitty-gritty, but I think you've got a pretty good gist of what's happened. You probably know more why they did it or, you know, what was behind it in some ways than they do. Because I get the feeling that they don't know themselves all that well, and you probably know them very well. Okay, what else we got here? I moved the whole table. That's good. Mama's just running around in here. Okay, what's on the bottom? Looking for you, information and records. Adrenaline rush. And threatened, which is embarrassed, jealous, appearances, and coward, which is, I'm telling you, that's what this is about. And they are embarrassed and worried and confessing. I think that would be very difficult for this person, but it may very well be what has to happen, because the advice here is cut off. And that's probably the road you're going to have to take. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to put the boundaries up and tell them you're not going to take it anymore and cut them off so that they can really feel the loss of you, realize what's happened, and, you know, give Spirit a chance to work their magic and get this person to grow up. Because where it stands right now from all the way in the beginning, this page, or this Knight of Wands is no match to this Empress. It's not a match, you know what I'm saying? On any level, it's just not, you know? That puts you into a situation where you're like the mother and they're the kid. You know, who wants that for a marriage? I mean, or for a relationship, a long-standing relationship. It's not a partnership then. That's a maternal type deal, you know what I'm saying? That's where you tell them what to do. That is not, that is a form of love, but it's not the love I don't think that you were after. I mean, if that's what you're after, then I guess you can make that work that way. I know that's not what I would have been after, you know. You need them to grow. They need to become a king and then get all the kings and become an emperor to be your equal, you know. That's what has to happen. I don't think that can happen unless you figure out how to cut this off, set up your boundaries, and then, you know, I guess go on with your life is pretty much what they're saying. You know, I don't want to tell you to wait for anybody. You can if you want to, but how are you going to feel then if it doesn't work out? You know what I'm saying? Because they have free will too. So if they don't want this to work and they don't want to put in the work, then they'll stay where they're at forever. Except for soon there'll be, you know, the creepy old guy that's still there with the young people or whatever. Not a good place to be. I'm sure it's not where they want to end up either. Different deck again. So what do we got? We've got intuition. That's the first card out. And I do believe your intuition here is going to be the key. You have to listen to your intuition. You need to get in touch with it. Okay, the next one I got is confessions, and then I've got confusion. So I do believe that when they do finally come forward with this confession, which is going to take a lot for them, know that going in, which I believe you do. For them to come forward to you and apologize and confess is going to be huge. I get the feeling the confusion card is going to be on your part then. I just don't. I feel like some of you right now are telling me, yeah, right, he's never going to do that or she's never going to do that. The next one we get is time. So that's all about waiting. You know, it's all going to happen in divine timing. That's what's happening there. What do we get now? So this one's upside down. Clinging is upside down, came out reversed. So that's all about holding on, obsessing, and spying. So what they're saying is you need to not do that. Telling you you're going to have to kind of like release this, and so that you can get it back for what that means. You know, like that silly poem, you know, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to be. If it wasn't. And abandoned is the next one, and that's all about basically at this point, although maybe they've already done that to you, but right now it's like you abandoning this a little bit, you know, at least putting on that show. I get it. Yeah, that's odd, but you know, you get what I'm saying, I think. You know, they've got to realize that you can be gone forever. Otherwise, you're just there. And so if they know that you're just there, they can do this to you over and over again. And I don't know, but I doubt you want to go through this again, you know. There's not a way to stop it otherwise, I guess you could say. Right? Okay, we're almost out of time, so split the deck. We've got memories. You have a lot of memories, I'm sure, and mistakes. I'm sure there's mistakes on both sides. I think maybe theirs was a little bit bigger, but whatever, you know. Do you know what I mean? Split them again. What do we got? Emotional storm. Yeah, I'd say so. And elusive. Dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Stress. Turbulence, tension, and arguments. And distance. Separation, space, and blockage. To get this back, you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to release it to get it back. All right, have a good night.